This is Angela Howser with the Disclosure News Magazine, Disclosure News Online Newsblast for Friday, February 22nd, 2013. Day 2 of the murder trial of 17-year-old Terry Payton in Edgar County, where it's been a bizarre day, if nothing else. Testimony thus far today has been solely from the man used as the forensic pathologist in the case, Dr. Roland Kaur of the Regional Hospital in Terre Haute. State's Attorney Mark Isif went through his routine questioning of the doctor, this time under a defense advisory that the witness would need to be certified by the court as an expert in the fields in which he was testifying, which was the autopsy and evaluation of the person the state says Terry murdered in cold blood, his mother, Kathy Payton. However, when it came time to certify, Isif launched right into questioning about the instant case, and it took a conference of the attorneys and the judge for Isif to figure out he needed to ask for certification. Asking questions pertinent only to the state's version of things, Isif elicited from Kaur that he believed Terry's version of events, that he stabbed his mother when she was standing and reaching for a butcher knife in a cabinet behind and above Terry, couldn't be. Yet, when the defense asked the same questions, Kaur testified that yes, it could possibly have happened the way Terry said it did in his interviews with state police. Further, Kaur is an expert in toxicology, something Isif conveniently overlooked in his questioning of the doctor. However, the defense, this time represented by Steve Blakely, came out swinging on this one and had Kaur testify that Kathy Payton's blood alcohol content at the time of death was 0.228, and that she had anywhere from 3 to 13 times the therapeutic dosage of hydrocodone in her system, as well as a bit of Xanax on top of that. The defense established that this could make her agitated, confused, lack inhibition, and most importantly, hostile. Further, the defense elicited information from Kaur that supported the theory that if Kathy had been stabbed and that would cause a slowing of her heart rate, her pacemaker would have caused her heart to continue to beat for a few moments until it couldn't keep up anymore. This premise wasn't fully tested, as Isif, who had already made one blunder by putting up an autopsy photo that had been successfully objected to and excluded, objected and ended that questioning. Isif appeared catty at that point, and when the defense wanted to show a photo on the projector using Isif's laptop, and the judge agreed and asked Isif to provide assistance to the defense, Isif refused, leaving the defense unable to project the photo, as they didn't know how to use the laptop and projector, and having to move on to another subject. Another bizarre incident occurred involving Terry's aunt, the belligerent Jan Burno, who blustered into the courtroom late today after being excluded as a witness yesterday. During a break in the proceedings, Burno marched up to the jury box and snatched a full box of tissues. When she was advised by a bailiff that those were for the jury, she took a few and put the box back, then stomped out of the courtroom, returning with a full box, which she ripped into while grinning at the bailiff, who then asked Burno where she got those. Burno's answer was, "They gave them to me. It's none of your concern," then stared hatefully at the bailiff until the jury was returned to the courtroom. Just another piece of evidence, the kind of insanity Terry Payton had to live with, as it's being said that his mother was just like Burno, only on dope and booze. Testimony resumes for the state's case this afternoon. We'll cover that this evening. Until then, this has been Angela Howser with the Disclosure News Magazine, Disclosure News Online, Newsblast.